So that's why I'm even thinking about, if you're holding this as a rental, you're about to put this money into it, which means you want your money back, right? Are you actually going to be closing on the property, or are you assigning it? I don't care either way. All right, so welcome back to my channel. I'm John. Today's video, we are going to be going over how we can avoid tire kickers. If you're a realtor, maybe you're an investor, maybe you're someone that's selling your property, you've ever put your property out there on the wide world of webs, you can expect to have some tire kickers work their way through your screening process. So I want to give you 9 questions that will help you, just service qualifying questions. If they are a serious buyer, if they're ready to buy, they should be able to breeze through these with no problem. Now, if they're not a serious buyer, if they're not ready to buy, this may tick them off a little bit. So let's hop right into it. The first one, they reach out and they want to, they're a cash buyer. They want to buy your property. Find out what's their exit strategy. Are they looking to rent the property? Are they looking to flip the property? Maybe holding and selling on a finance. Find out what's their exit strategy. And here, not that I care what they're going to do, but I'm looking for, is their exit strategy that they're choosing, does it pretty much make sense for the area that the property is in? So if it's a heavy rental area, are they saying, yeah, I'm about to come in and do a fix and flip? Or maybe are they going to flip it to a landlord? Or are they going to hold it as a rental property for themselves? I want to hear if they already know their exit strategy. I'm not really looking for, I'll find out after I buy it, or we don't really know what we're going to do with it yet. 9 times out of 10, whenever somebody's looking for a property, especially individuals, they know what they're looking for their property for. I'm looking for my next flip. I'm looking for my next rental. So they should be able to answer that question, the exit strategy. The second one I like, and actually just I had a call with the guy who's interested in the property that I have listed. And I want to find out what's the estimated rehab that you have planned based off the pictures, because again, he wanted to give a rehab estimate as well as an offer just right there off the bat, a low offer. So I wanted to find out a little bit more about what do you estimate your rehab to be at, and he came in at about 50% of what I have estimated for this property. And I know what you're thinking, well, John, you don't know. He could be doing his own work. And what I see is a lot of like straight construction guys. And when I say that, I mean guys who can hang their own drywall, who can do their own plumbing, who can do their own electrical, who can put in their own windows, put in their own flooring. Those guys are out doing that. They're not really going direct to seller marketing, trying to find deals, because this is a job. Marketing, calling sellers, calling for sale by owners, especially building out a whole business around that, is a job in itself. And then guys who are actually doing the carpentry and plumbing, that type of construction work, that's a full job as well. So oftentimes they look for guys like that to find deals for them and bring it back to them, or else they'll just work with some type of realtor. So I say all that to say is that most of the people that I'm on the phone with, they're not doing all their work. Oftentimes they're just looking to contract the property and sell it off, and that's the last position that they hold, is someone that's a contractor that can go in and really run a project. So find out the estimated rehab. Right off the bat, he lost a little credibility with me because my pictures were clear, showing that this home needs everything, and for you to just call out $30,000 to $35,000 worth of work. How many projects have you done? And if you're brand new, that's totally fine. I love it. Just be honest. Like, be honest. Disclose up to me. Like, whenever you're talking to someone and they are possibly getting ready to contract with you, that's their biggest asset that they may own. And when they contract with you, they're going to tell, when somebody else calls, they're going to, hey, I'm actually under contract, or I'll be closing in 2 weeks, or I've taken the property off the market, or I've already started to clean the property out. I've already got my moving truck. We're putting a lot of trust in you if we are going under contract with you. So that one lost a little bit of credibility with me. It lets me know that he does not really have extensive construction knowledge, which is fine, but just be upfront. Next is going to be, what are some past and current projects that you have? Ideally, if you have any in this area where you're looking to buy, is there anything that I can drive by? Can you let me know maybe some of your past couple flips or past couple rentals that you've done? since you are a cash buyer and you buy a lot and you can buy cash. So this should be a very easy one to share with someone. Next up, are you actually going to be closing on the property or are you assigning it? I don't care either way. I just want to know it. Again, I'm about to take my property off the market. I'm putting my trust in you. I don't want to have to come back to market. And if you are assigning, my only gripe with this is, do you have an active relationship with buyers that you know you're about 80 to 90% sure that they want this particular property? Or are you about to tie this property up and you're really just taking it step by step? You don't have a plan after that. You're going to shoot it out to a list. You're going to shoot it out to Facebook, but you're not really sure if anyone will bite on it. And you yourself, you do not have the intent on closing on the property. So that's the big hang up I have with it. But if we are on the phone, I would go ahead and ask that question. Some of these may seem a little invasive, but it is invasive when they reach out to you and they want to tie up your property without the intent to close or else without the means to close. That can be invasive. So feel free to push back a little bit if you're the one that's actually selling the property. But if you can get that out of them, get it out of them. Be cool with them. Let them know that you're cool with the signing. You're just you're trying to get them to spill the beans the way that they're trying to get you to spill the beans. Number 5 is, have you viewed the property? You're going to get a lot of this, so you'll be able to see even some of the communication. It may come over, and you can tell it's from a mass marketing platform. So you'll see report spam or report junk text at the bottom. That means that you're one of hundreds of people that they're texting, or they can be texting you from a computer. Also, you do have some odd. Now, if you're a legit out of town buyer, you like to just call to get a feel out for a property before you send your realtor over. If you actually can look and see about how much work a property is going to need from the pictures, then that's fine. But like, if you're local and now you're calling me, you're trying to make a crazy lowball offer and you haven't even seen it. Again, you're losing credibility with me right there. So find out if they've actually viewed the property. So my property is on the MLS. So if you are a licensed realtor, you can go see it at any time. But for some of the folks who aren't represented, they're calling. I know that they haven't seen it because I will get a notification if you did go buy the property. And for you to call already and sort of jump the gun, you sort of gotta take baby steps to get to that point to where I'm willing to sell my property to you, because I don't know you. I don't know how you perform. I don't know your history. I don't know how you've been with past buyers or sellers. So I'm not about to just hop on the contract with you. Next up is, this is a common one. This is actually a formality. Like if you're working with a realtor, you're buying or selling the property, this is a formality. Do you have a proof of funds or some type of pre-approval? Ideally, if you're a cash buyer, I want a hard proof of funds. Is this money sitting inside of a bank account? Are you using the HELOC? Are you using hard money? I need to know that. Some of these hard money companies, they move like banks, and it could take them a while to close as well. Are you using private lending? On the back end, on your refinance. Why is that important? Because if they haven't done that, that lets me know that they're not in a position to close on the property. Most likely they're not going to be the one closing on the property, and then my property can just be in limbo while they're finding a buyer. So that's why I'm even thinking about, if you're holding this as a rental, you're about to put this money into it, which means you want your money back, right? Again, I'm at around 60 to 70K what me and the guy was when he was on the phone with me asking about my property. So most likely, if somebody is dumping that type of money into a property, they want to refinance and get that capital back. If they're using asset-based lending, they have to refinance and get that capital back, because the lenders are going to want their money back in 6 to 12 months. So again, that's more ammunition for me. Have you already started thinking about your long-term financing? Or are you looking to refinance this? You're going to do the fix up yourself, you and some guys, and then refinance? Again, we're just digging, trying to get more information, same way that they're trying to get information from us. What type of, these sort of go together. What type of financing are you using? Your cash or your hard money? Or like hard liquid cash, hard money, DSCR? conventional financing, FHA, or are you going to be moving into the property? The particular property that I'm talking about, some of those will be X'd out because it's not move-in ready, so you're not going to get an FHA loan or anything like that on the type of property that me and this gentleman was discussing. But again, we want to know what type of financing are you using, and that's even just a good question for even if you are assigning properties or finding properties for others, is you need to know what type of financing your buyers are using, and that's going to help you with your underwriting. You may have somebody who's working off of money that they are paying 12% on, or you may have somebody that's doing their own work and they're using their own legal cash. They have a lot more margin than somebody who has to pay 12% on any money that they borrow. So in my situation, I need to know what type of finance he's using. For just anyone in real estate where you're offloading properties to people, you need to know what type of financing your buyers are using. Next up, if you're using cash, you should be able to close in 10 days. Or else really, as soon as that title clears, you should be able to go to the bank, get your check, or the title company will send you the wire instructions to wire the funds in. We don't need a 30-day close. We don't need a 45-day close. We don't need a 60-day close if you are a cash buyer for a residential property, a single family home. And then lastly, one of my favorites is EMD during 48 hours. I see a lot of this. We're going to submit the EMD after inspections, and we have a 7 to 10 day inspection period. It doesn't take that long to do the EMD. It doesn't take that long to inspect the property. Oftentimes, when I'm writing up a property for someone, and I'm trying to be more competitive, I'll just write up a 4-day inspection period. But to be honest, my building and my sewer, they can get in 1 day. They can be in and out in 1 day. We can have the report back, like if they're pushing it, that same day, or if not the next day, go over it with my client, or so I read over it if it's a property for myself, and start to make decisions if I want to purchase the property. Now that's just inspections. Now, if we go to where you may need more time to where if you're running contractors through, you want to make sure you got your bids, you got your rehab costs. But again, I'm looking for you to be experienced on that end, to not take forever to put together a project budget. Also, with this EMD and with it being submitted in 48 hours, during that, whenever it's pushed out, oftentimes the property is being shopped during that time. So just be aware. It's cool. I actually, I don't care about any of this as long as you close on the property. But if I'm talking to you and you're giving signs that you may not be able to close, you don't have any intent to close, then that's when I have to run through these questions just to see who I'm on the phone with. So hopefully this makes sense. Maybe you guys can use it whenever you're putting properties out there. Whenever you put it out, you're going to have a mixture. You're going to have some good, solid buyers who's ready to close on your property, and then you're going to have some that's going to waste your time. So unfortunately, it's just how the game goes. But these are a few questions that you can ask so that you can know who it is that you're actually talking to. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm John. My goal is to have at least one video coming to you every week. So I'll see you guys next week. If it's something that I left off, maybe that you say, hey, John, this is a good one. You need to make sure you're asking this. This is whenever I know that they don't give me the right answer that I'm looking for with this, I just X them off. Drop it in the comments. I want to know about it. If you are looking to buy or sell in the St. Louis area, please hit the link in the description. I would love to hop on a discovery call with you and see if there's any way that we can work together. But if not, I will see you guys on next week's video.